This is Hand Quilting with Christine. I'm Christine Stewart. Welcome to my channel. We plan, God laughs. This is probably the perfect segue into part 2 of my Christmas preparations. I have to tell you, it's been a corker of a month of May. I might have mentioned my son was graduating at the beginning of the May with a doctorate in business. We're so proud of him. And we had to head out to Pittsburgh. And then he got married 2 weeks later. I love my new daughter-in-law. And I just needed a couple weeks to tone down. So I'm sorry I'm a little bit late with the video. But let's get right into it. Best laid plans can go right off the rails. How? The inevitable hiccups that are part of living. What comes up? And when we think about preparing for Christmas, think about what the fourth quarter looks like at the end of every year. Okay? For us as moms and creators, dads, the run up to school. You've got school clothes to buy, school supplies, the inevitable PTA, PTO, back to school night, back into the thick of it all, whether you're running to CCD after school or sports or homework, it's a lot. So the early preparation really helps me out. Right now, at this point in our lives, I'm in my 60s. Even my son got into this as he was studying for his graduation. We don't really need to exchange gifts anymore. I pretty much own whatever I need to own. I don't need any more tchotchkes. Neither does my husband. And it got to the point where we were just exchanging gift cards. So if we want something, we buy it for ourselves. We really don't exchange gifts anymore, but I still have people on my list. Again, I mentioned in the first video that I'm in retail. I'm a hiring manager in a retail situation. And as I said, every single holiday revolves around shopping. And we're exhausted when we get home. And one of the things that I like to do for my bosses, I do starting in August. I begin by, if you're familiar with what used to be known as ebates.com and changed its name a few years ago to Rakuten, I love it. Because as you get closer to the holidays, on the weekends, a variety of stores will increase how much the cashback allowance is. I will share with you, just a few days ago, I purchased some new eye makeup. I like to use Thrive. You must see them advertised all the time. Their eye makeup is outstanding. Again, I'm not getting paid by them, but going in through Rakuten first, click on my favorite store, and then I get 11% cash back on that one. I love it. 4 times a year, we get money back. The biggest check I get is usually in February because I do most of my shopping in the fall. If I need new pots and pans, I wait until the fall. Again, because major retailers will up that. Even QVC on the weekends can go from 2% cash back up to 10% cash back. I love it. Staples is on there. So all the color copying I do, I purchase online. I get my Staples points. I get the cash back from Rakuten and the points on my credit card. So it's a great way to save money. So my bosses always know what they're going to get for the holidays from me. It's a gift bag with Hickory Farms in it. So in August, I place my order for Hickory Farms. I get a 6-pack of the block cheeses, a 6-pack of their beef summer sausage. I arrange to have it delivered the week before Christmas. Every year, same thing. So I will make a gift bag for them, whether it's one with handles or one without. I'll probably start making these maybe August, September at the same time. They're ready to go. Last year, I put coasters in to go with it. And wouldn't you know, even with my best laid plans, the night before I was packing up all of these wonderful little treats and I couldn't find the last batch of coasters. They were in here somewhere, just didn't know where. Thankfully, coasters are very easy to whip up. Whipped them up. I placed them in I like to tie them off with twine. In they went, they got a gift. And I think Hickory Farms is an outstanding gift to give somebody because think about it. From my standpoint, I want to give that as a gift, especially to my bosses, because again, we're all in the same boat. We're exhausted. And they may not have the time to do all that wonderful shopping. Boom, they've got an extra appetizer to put out. No fuss, no muss. Or how about the accidental +1 you get at the dinner table and you didn't make enough hors d'oeuvres? They've got a gift ready to go out on the table, or maybe regift it. I don't care what they do with it. After I give a gift, no matter what handmade gift I've given, what someone chooses to do with it, my intentions in giving it was to make someone happy. What they do with it afterwards, I'm happy for them, whatever they do. But that's a great way to be prepared and again, save money on your holiday entertaining, your holiday gift giving. Another way to make the most out of gift giving, if where you shop have loyalty points, buy your gift cards through them. There's several grocery stores that have the gift card consortium rack. It could be Staples, Lowe's, Home Depot, various restaurants. Now, don't buy the ones that are the generic American Express, Visa, or MasterCard because there is an activation fee attached with them. But when I know that my area grocery store is giving, say, 10 times the loyalty points, they're tied to gas stations. So what I do is those, for example, my husband needed this spring mulch from Lowe's. So it just happened that Lowe's was having the 10 times the gas points. I got a $100 gift card for him, paid my credit card bill right away. By the way, got the points for shopping at a grocery store on my credit card. He paid at Lowe's for his mulch with the gift card. I got 10 times the gas points, which equates to $1 off per gallon of gas. And I love that. So again, another way to save. Household items, you just can't go wrong with that. And we have Father's Day coming up soon, birthdays, graduation gifts. That gift card consortium can really be maximized to earn points and earn money towards your hobbies or travel or however you choose to use your rewards point credit cards. As creators, I think we can do better than coffee mugs as a quick gift. So, what do you know how to make? Sit down today. Make a list of everything you know how to make. I'm betting you're going to be blown away. Things that you take for granted or maybe haven't made in a while, like the tote bags. Great for gifts, doesn't have to have sausage in it. It could be, okay, if you absolutely have someone who is into making pasta, you could put an expensive jar of pasta in there. You could put in an expensive dipping oil or balsamic vinegars, anything like that, or balsamic glazes. Your gift is done and ready to go. How about a jar grabber? Well, last year when my son moved into his new home, I gave the gift of shelf liner. And I went in, brought my cutting mat with me, my scissors, my rulers, and we spent about 5 hours putting all the kitchen cabinets in place with shelf liner. So I have a lot of it left over. I took it and some of that crazy fabric I got in my Missouri end of bolt mystery box, jar grabbers. I think I started this one at 6-inch. The next batch I make of these, I'm going to make it into 7 inches. Again, back with the coasters. Great gift. Pair your gifts. They don't have to be color coordinated, but perhaps a casserole mat with some pot holders and coasters. And having this pre-packed as a gift is great. And if you have sports teams, again, you all know I'm from Massachusetts, so got to have my beloved Patriots. But it could be Flyers oriented, or it could just be the basic fall outline. These are great gifts to give. And it's ready to go for that unexpected gift or plus one that shows up on your doorstep and you didn't even think to buy a gift. You have something homemade for them. How about table runners that are dual-sided? You can't go wrong with that. Or doll blankets for the little ones. Again, kids love this. And this fabric, all of it, came from a Missouri Star end of bolt basket and Kaffe facet material on the back. And when you think about everything you make for a teacher, how about a checkerboard? And this is, I have a variety of colors and I make them dual-sided. So if they don't use it in the classroom, you've got a couple looks. But in my living room, I really love farmhouse and country chic. I have a checkerboard set up with the checkers. You can get these at Amazon. I think it was maybe $11 per pouch. And I sell these at my craft shows. This is completely made from scraps. And the backing, the floral fabric, again, Missouri Star, end of bolt. And I was finishing off one of my little mini bolts on the red, and you've got a gift ready to go. But wouldn't this be great in a classroom for when they're having quiet time, or for, again, someone who's similar to you who likes to decorate in a farmhouse chic? And I got that idea because I was in my dentist office, and on one of the end tables, he has one of these set up. I think it's an upholstery fabric with the wooden checkers ready to go. It's a cute idea. But if you want to get more personal, how about a journal cover? And again, this fabric was all from Missouri Star. Okay. And there is a creator. Her name is Kristen, and she is based in the UK, I believe. And her channel is called Scrap Fabric Love. And last Christmas, she did an incredible video on how to make journal covers. Now, I'm still learning. I decided not to put ties on these. I made a little mistake. This one's just like a half an inch too big, but you could give a journal to somebody. Or maybe you could turn it into a Bible cover. Think about it. Is there a grandparent that passed away? Perhaps maybe they had a quilt. Maybe it's a little too threadbare. Could it be turned into journal covers for the remaining family members? Could it be turned into a Bible cover for Bible study? Think outside the box about what you can do. It's so simple. You can get your creative juices flowing like that. Or how about cell phone pillows? Great idea for teenagers. I don't know how to make the ones yet that are big enough for tablets. I'm still learning, but there are great creators out there who can teach you how to do this. And I'm not the one who created any of this. I learned the same way you do. There are so many talented YouTube creators that we can add to our repertoire of what we can pull. And when you're thinking about gifts and what I've shown you, this can be done with your scraps, okay? But how about who gets a quilt? Bad idea to decide you're going to give someone a quilt in the month of September, because it's not going to get done. That, or you're going to be giving up sleep. And when I talk about cheater fabrics, it could be any design you want. And this particular fabric is based on, I think Wyndham Fabrics made it. It was made for the Chester County Historical Society, and it has to do with the Pennock family, which is kind of a popular name out in the area I live in. And it's a cheater fabric, but I could whip this together, quilting it by hand, or if you're someone who's using a long armor, again, that is your creation. It's a great gift. Maybe you want to give something with a cheater fabric to someone who really made a difference in your life, but maybe you don't want to go all out with hand piecing. I like to use my cheater fabrics when I'm trying something new. Uh, I'm working on one right now, a quilt, and again, it's to use up a lot of fabric that I have. Or how about dollhouse blankets? Or perhaps keychains from scrap? Or how about bookmarks? I'm betting that probably 50 of you could comment and tell me about 20 more items that you are great at creating than what I've just shown you here. And again, you'll find people who can give tutorials. I'm a terrible teacher. I've said that before, but you'll find so many ways to utilize your talents and make beautiful gifts that'll be remembered and utilized, whether you are doing a journal cover with a bookmark or somebody who loves to read. Perhaps you buy them a coffee table book, give them a bookmark with it. There's so many ways just to class up a single gift. Those little wallets I told you about that I make, that basically you can put gift cards in and then use it for business cards or your loyalty cards afterwards. It's a gift and a gift. And a couple of more tips that work for me to be ready for the holidays. I love Christmas. I love the old songs, hearing Dean Martin sing, Judy Garland, the Beach Boys, Elvis, all of the talented people. For me, I would love to hear Christmas music on the radio starting in October. I love it. They're classics. But when I'm preparing for Thanksgiving, I set my table the weekend before. Out goes all the cutlery, all the serving dishes with a sticky note inside it of what the dish will be, along with the serving spoons, the big platter for the turkey. Everything on that table is set and ready to go. Again, time is something that just gets away from us so easily. I hope this information that I've shared with you today is something that you can bring into your own life. I hope you will look for the creators who can put out the information on how to make all this wonderful stuff. So I thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you've enjoyed the content that I've provided. If you like this information, please hit the thumbs up. It helps my small channel